Hi all, this is BRR. Welcome back to YouTube channel BRR Knowledge Hub. So today we'll discuss about what are all containers. What is container on AWS and what is this ECS service in AWS, Elastic Container Service on Amazon Web Services. So basically, container is nothing but these are the main you know. placeholders where it can increasingly important way for developers to package and deploy their applications. They are lightweight and provide consistent portable software environment for applications to easily run and scale anywhere. If I can say that when you're deploying some kind of multiple the websites and multiple web APIs and service folders, so it is somewhat difficult to carry these different folders and different deployments from one server to another server because we may get some difference in the configurations, we may get some differences in the database side, and we may get some differences in web server configurations because the environment is being changing like UAT production and live. So this is what the difference we have in carrying these things and deploying on different servers. So to avoid these kind of things, AWS come up with a good approach, that is ECS. This Amazon Container Services. So these are an increasingly important way for developers because this will pack up everything, this deploy and their applications. They are part of your deployment structure, and it will move very easily to your deployment servers. So that what it is being giving for the end user and the developer is this is automatically provides easy way to deploy, and it is scalable anywhere, and it gives more flexibility for the user, and you are always you have more time, or it definitely will save time of deploying on different servers, building and deploying microservices, running batch jobs for machine learning application. These are things that comes under this container services. So this is what Amazon Elastic Container Service uh, having a future. So we'll look into this. What is this concept in AWS? So containers are method of operating system virtualization, and that allows you to run application and its dependencies in resource isolated process. So as I told you, this is kind of operating system virtualization concept, allow you to run application on its dependencies in resource isolated process. Containers allow you to easily package an application's code, configurations, and dependencies into easy to use building blocks that deliver environmental consistency, operational efficiency, developer productivity, and version control. So basically, these are the features under this Elastic Container Service. That is environmental consistency and operational efficiency and developer productivity and version control. These four are the key attributes in the container services. So we'll see in the next slide. So containers can help ensure that applications deploy quickly. So as I told you, it is packing everything with dependencies and configurations on your applications code into a sim building and kind of one package, and it is very easy to building a blocks like one block is for production, one block is for UAT, and one block is for live, one block is in the development and testing QA kind of thing. So this kind of things can be built with this the container service. So it is very quickly deploy the things reliable and consistently regardless of deployment environment, because as I told you, my deployment environments are different. UAT, production, live, and QA and testing and development all are having different environments and different settings. Because if you look at my development environment, I don't need I don't need other kind of things which testers are required, because for me as a developer point of view, and I can see only the main models which are being working or not. When it comes to testing department, testing environment, they need all the settings and they need all the configurations, and that should be configured to their environment and their database and their test cases, but not for the development. When it comes to production and live, the configurations has to be configured to the live data and live system and live intermediate servers and proxies and the networking kind of thing. They may use DLB or they may use NLP kind of thing. So network load balancing and elastic load balancing, and more servers they may have in their live system. So they want their systems to be configured to those servers. So the environments are different. When you go for different environments, they may have different configurations and different things you need to follow it. So irrespective of these deployment environments, this container service can do deployment very easily and quickly. Containers also give you more granular control over resources, giving your infrastructure improved efficiency. Yeah, this also have a major role because it is giving more control on your infrastructure to improve your efficiency. Running containers in the AWS cloud allows you to build robust, scalable applications and services by leveraging the benefits of the AWS cloud, such as elasticity, availability, security, and economies of a scale. So this is what the benefit when you deploy this particular deployment using an elastic container service on AWS cloud. Elasticity, elasticity and availability and security and economies of a scale. You also pay for only as much resources as you use. It's also an proprietary, and you have to pay it and pay and get it. Unpay, you have to use this. So how much resource you are using, that much of configurations relevant stuff pricing model, you have to bear it here. If you look at here the automation deployment diagram here, once my deployment automation process started through Jenkins or Marvin or Turtle kind of thing, once my deployment has been started in Jenkins based on GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket or other service providers where we have the development stuff being pushed into that repository. So when start deployment automation, this Amazon ECS service comes into the picture, and it will pack up everything of your deployment structure and the configurations and the dependencies and the database things and the applications deployment code stuff, and all the things can be packed up here, this ECS, and put into different instances here. This is one instance, this is second instance, third instance, like that. It will put into this different environments and give it to your end users, so that the end user can easily access the your application. So this is how it is being worked if you come through an EC2 container service on AWS cloud. Hope this clears like how containers are working. Good. So as I told you, these three are the characteristics like environmental consistency and operational efficiency, developer productivity, and version control. These four are the key attributes of your container services on AWS server. We'll see more on these benefits in depth. So what is this environment consistency? Container enable portability and help reduce the organizational and technical frictions of moving an application through the development, testing, and production lifecycle. Because environmental consistency, because as I told you, I have different environments like production, live, testing, and development. So this production lifecycle may vary. So containers encapsulate all the necessary application files and software dependencies and serve as a building block that can be deployed on any computer resource regardless of software or operating system or hardware configurations which the environment have. This container service is not bothered about what the operating system is being installed on the system, what the browser is being installed on the system, what kind of hardware configurations being configured to your system. It is just getting the building block and put onto your deployment server. This is what this container service is being doing. So whatever you package, whatever you package as a container locally will deploy and run the same way, whether in testing or production. This is the beneficial for you and your organization, because you can deploy an application reliable and consistently regardless of the environment. This is what the best, the benefit and good benefit from the container services is of environmental consistency. Because my application should not behave differently when I deploy in some other environment. Like today, it was in my production server, and tomorrow I will be on live server or UAT server. If I go and deploy it, this should not behave like differently, because that environment is different. No, it should not be. It should be consistent. It should behave as a similar what production is behaving, or live is behaving, what UAT is behaving. It all depends on the data, live data, but the flow and the functionality and the application structure should not disrupt. This is consistent. This should not lost. So this is what the first benefit it is giving it. And coming to the next benefit, developer productivity. Container increases developer productivity by removing cross services dependencies and conflicts. Each application component can be broken into different containers running in different microservices. Containers are isolated from one another, so you don't have to worry about libraries or dependencies being in sync for each service. Developers can independently upgrade each service because there are no library conflicts. Yes, if you want to update or if you want to apply some patch on some different some environment, let us say in production environment today, and my same application being running on UIT live, so they can easily go onto the particular server and they can easily apply the library or the assembly or the patch without nudging others. This is what the developer productivity. They will be giving productivity in the specific server without disturbing other areas. This is what the second benefit. And coming to the next benefit, the third one is operational efficiency. Containers can help you get more from your computing resource by allowing you to run easily, run multiple applications on the same instance. With containers, you can specify the exact amount of memory, disk space, and CPU to be used by the container on an instance. Like if you look at environments like operational efficiency means in my server, one server I may have different CPU configurations, disk space, and memory. Containers have a fast boot time because each container is only a process on the operating system running on application and its dependencies. This reduced footprint enables you to quickly create and terminate applications or tasks and encapsulate things in a container, allowing you to rapidly scale applications up and down. Because if you're upgrading something on the system, so on the system like production system, like if you want to upgrade on RAM or if you want to restart the server because of CPU is taking more time and it is occupying and the resources are occupying, taking 90% of things and 10% is only have a free space and it is very slow, then you can restart the environment so that it will not disturb other areas, other environments. So this is what the main benefit. Containers also provide process isolation, which allows you to put each application and its dependencies into a separate container and run them on the same instance. There are no shared dependencies or incompatibilities because each container is isolated from other. Because as I told you, each container is isolated from other environments because environment 1 is different, environment 2 is different, environment 3 is different. So when you do some operational things on our environment 1, other environments will not be disturbed. So no shared dependencies between among these servers. So it is very comfortable, and you go on, you do your operational things on your server. And the fourth one is version control. Container allow you to track versions of your application code and their dependencies. Docker, a container image have a manifest file. One thing, firstly, I will tell you this in a AWS server, once the deployment automation is being started, the container will be creating a Docker image. This is what a container. Docker is in a container where the container is creating a Docker image where it has all the applications code and configurations and dependencies of your application. And all this stuff being created as an image that is nothing but a Docker image. So Docker image have an track what kind of version it is being created, what version of Docker image is being installed on different servers. And it has everything on a manifest file, but the Docker file that allow you to easily maintain and track versions of your container, inspect differences between versions and roll back to previous versions. If you have a problem or have an impact of your patch is being applied, after that you have a impact, then you can easily roll back to previous versions. And you are aware of everything because it has a track of your versions being applying on your patches on your environments. So this is what the other benefit coming out from the container service. So these are the 4 benefits by using this container service we'll see in the AWS. So it is much better go for this container service in the automations deployments like DevOps concept. In this, Docker container image is the main part, having a main role in this DevOps deployment automations. Hope this clears what is the container on AWS server and what is the Docker image and what are the benefits you will be having if you go with an AWS container service. Hope this clears. Thank you.